birds are chirping. What's up? Waiting for some folks to come in. Okay. What's going on? I'm trying to get some people in here real quick. So what I'm going to do. All right, let's go there. Go there. Since I'm on the road, we're going to go there. What's going on there, homie? Notes.
Slowly going in, hand on her mouth. About to have sex while there's people in my house. She ain't really caring, nothing about the party. Trying to keep her calm, but she's so naughty. Hand on her shoulder while I'm rolling it. Looking in the mirror while I'm broken it. Then she pull away and I go with it. She ready, I can tell the way she poking it. Don't tell one thing, she likes.
What's going on? Y'all hit that like button. Y'all tell everybody I'm here.
She's going wild and she's grabbing me. About to make the bed. We rocking it. We pushing it. I know they're hearing it. But she don't want me to take it out. Keep going and I don't really want to take it out. She said it's something thinking about the other people being on the other side of the door. Shorty is a scream.
I'm gonna give y'all an update today. An all-day update today. Man. I never seen what I seen today. Y'all gonna hear about it. Hey, Dream Team. I don't got my intro because I'm on the road. But hey, Truth, what's going on? Now, here's my thing. Y'all know I was in the courtroom today. Hold on. Queen Chrissy, what's up? All right. I'm trying to get this stuff in here because I'm packing as well because I leave in the morning. But hey, look, I was at court today, once again, giving you the update inside the courtroom, front and center, watching as it go down. And I got some advice to give, but I got some stuff to read too. And I'm gonna be honest with you, man. A lot of stuff that happened today is just crazy. And people gonna think I'm biased when I say what I'm about to say, but in the beginning, when all these charges came up, I was a little nervous. I ain't gonna lie to you, I was a little nervous. Cause I was like, man, they gonna hammer him with this crazy stuff, and I mean, I was nervous. I ain't gonna lie to you. But I'm glad I got to experience court. I'm gonna tell you this, believe 70%. Listen what I'm saying. Believe 70%. Psych, I'm lying. Yo, there's only certain media outlets that's not telling the truth. But when you inside a court and you can take notes on top of notes, then you can bring the people what the notes say, and then everybody can put their own thought together about what was going on. But I want to have a discussion with this though. And today's case started off with a continuance of Thomas Arnold. Yesterday when he started, first of all, I'm going to say, what up Dream Team, what up Old Cove, and what up independent people that's here. That's what I'm going to start off with. I'm going to give y'all the update. Robert Sylvester Kelly came out looking sharp today. All navy blue suit with a white shirt and a navy blue tie. He had on his Inspector Deck glasses and his mask that covered that much of his face. Right there. But he was suited and booted. He was chilling. Really, he was chilling. So, where do I want to start? I want to start from the beginning. Okay. Yep. I'm going to start from the beginning. Most of the morning was for Thomas Arnold, right? And again, I want y'all to have a pen and piece of paper because I'm going to write these names down. And I want y'all to count these wins that the R. Kelly side got today. But I'm going to say some shit that's going to make you think. Go look something like this. Day 7, R. Kelly trial. Thomas Arnold continued. Thomas testified today about the Chicago track studio and the chocolate factory. I'm talking about the original Chicago track studio. And the one that got tore down on Larrabee Street. So he testified about the Chicago Track Studio and the Chocolate Factory, and he testified both. And he testified about both places. He testified about the one that was on LaRavie Street and the one that was at Olympia Fields. He testified about both of them. Then he testified about the interior and the exterior and the surroundings of Chicago Tracks and the Chocolate Factory Studio. He also testified about the cars. I didn't understand that at first. Then he testified about the trucks. Then he testified about the monitors and I guess the buzzing sound and the people that buzz people in and stuff like that. Hey, he testified about all that. And I was trying to follow the prosecution team. Hey, Black Honeybee. I was trying to follow. Hey, Gwendolyn. Hello to everybody. Look, I was trying to follow the prosecution, right? Because I'm like, why y'all got him testifying about all that? I didn't know they was going to use that for their witness in the afternoon. So that had me looking like, what the heck? So he testified about all that, right? All right. The R. Kelly side, and we did take a loss today. The motion to eliminate was denied this morning about Jane Doe number 8 and Jane Doe number 1. I meant about Jane Doe number 8 and John Doe number 1. So the motion to eliminate, to turn that around and not use that in evidence and not have to question that was denied today by Judge Ann Donnelly. So motion to eliminate, the first one today, was denied. That was the one concerning Jane Doe number 8 and John Doe number 1. But the questionnaire portion was allowed in by Judge Donnelly, and the motion was unsealed today by Judge Donnelly. I'm gonna say it again. The motion of eliminate was denied to throw out the evidence on Jane Doe number 8 and John Doe number 1, but the questionnaire was allowed by Judge Donnelly, and the motion was unsealed today. There will be no court tomorrow. Via updates, real quick before I get into this. There will be no court. There will be no court tomorrow. Court. And Naomi, I'm really not worried about the likes, but yeah, let's get them likes up, y'all. But I'm not really worried about it. But I mean, hey, let's get them likes up, man. Can I get at least 100 likes? Well, that's all I need. And what's up, big? What's up, big boy? Do I need 50 more likes? Just give me 50 more likes real quick. But there will be no court tomorrow on Friday. Next week, there will be long day courts, meaning from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., Monday through Friday. The following week, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, there's no court due to the holidays. There will be court Thursday and Friday. Then the fourth week is the concluding week. There will be court all week. Okay? But that's fine if you dislike. That's okay. Thank you for giving me your view, brother or sister, and whichever one you are. Yo, I need like 25 more likes though. It's 167 people in here. It's not balancing out. So, and let's go here. The likes, the likes is just to let me know that you love the commentary, and it also gives YouTube notice that, but that y'all like my commentary too. That's all. But that's all it does. So I gave you out a schedule. No court tomorrow. court all week next week. 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. The third week, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, no court. Thursday and Friday, court. The fourth week, the concluding week, Monday through Friday, court all week. Come on, man. Let's get them likes up. Come on. All right. I got 86 likes, yo. Can I get 20 more likes, bro? Can I get 20 likes? Georgia girl said, can we get 30 more likes? Hey, if I can get 20 or 30, that's cool. Let's go. So, they asked Thomas Arnold. I need 7 more likes. That's it. You know what? Hey, Miss Melinda, I'm going to get to all that. Yep, I'm going to get to all that. Thank you, Gwendolyn. I'm going to get to all that, Miss Melinda. The savages, I'm going to talk about it all. Thank y'all. Here we go. Thomas Arnold also testified, and this was the government questioning him. He said he was on the Light It Up tour, the Black Panties tour. He stemmed the Best of Both Worlds tour. He was on the Loveland tour and a couple others. Well, he said that he was the tour manager for all of them, right? Keep that in mind. He said he was the tour manager for all of them. Or the road manager, I'm sorry. He retestified. That he may have overlooked a piece of paper. Listen, he retestified. And because they asked him on this one, but they said, okay, while on tour, how do people get the defendant, which is Robert Sylvester Kelly, number? He said that he was one of the ones that would take the paper and have it in his pocket. So he said that he retestified that he may have overlooked a piece of paper with Rob's name on it and his number. And then he would walk past and he would see the female that was of choice, and he would give the piece of paper with Rob's number to that female, right? So they asked him on tour, how this is going? And he said, on a regular basis. So they asked him again, are you a road manager or someone else carried the paper and gave it out to the people? But he said, once again, it was me and other people that did it, but Robert didn't do it. Robert didn't get a paper out. Me and other people gave the paper out. But he said Robert targeted the people. So as this going on, everybody in the crowd like, what is the point of him being here? Because he was mad boring. Gloria Allred came in late. She was going to sleep. Everybody else, including me, I kind of nodded off a little bit. But I nodded, but I bounced a little bit because I was like, man, this is crazy. So hold on. Okay. All right, y'all. I got it. So that was just a little crazy. So then he said, females that came to Olympia Fields from the time frame 2004 to 2011 was Kathy, Ebony, Mary Jane, Rebecca, Tamika, and Kiba. That's what he said. So he said the jobs that Rob had open was the musical director, the engineer, the assistant engineer. Hold on. Hold on. I gotta send this to 2 more people. Hold on. I'm sorry. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Make sure I got the right stuff. Okay. Oh shoot, no. I don't want to do that. Hold on. Hold on. I'm sending the wrong stuff. Hold on. I apologize. Hold on, y'all. I'm sending the wrong stuff. The wrong link. Hold on. Shout out to Small Fry. Small Fry, a real one. She's a real one. She's a real one. He's a real one. Small Fry's a real one. Hold on. Hold on. One more person. Where's she at? Where's she at? One person. And hold on. All right, there we go. All right. So he said the jobs that Rob had open was the MD, which is the musical director, the engineer, the assistant engineer, the assistants, the security, the personal trainer, the bus driver, and the runners. All right. So, what's this? Okay. So then they asked him, couldn't you identify these people? So the federal government put up a list of pics and he said, name them. The first picture, the federal government said, do you know this guy? He said, yes, this guy hired me, which is Daryl McDavid. They said, what is his goal? He said, financial accountant. The next picture was June Brown. He said, that's Rob's uncle and assistant. The next one he put up, I'm sorry. The one that he put up, he said Junebug. That's his uncle and that's his assistants. And he said his real name. The next one picture was June Brown. He said that's his assistants and manager. The next one he put up was Donnie Loud. He said that's his musical director. The next one that came up was Bubba. He said Bubba ain't do nothing but play basketball. The next one he put up was Curtis Mazurk, and he said he did security. The next one he put up was Baldy. Keep that name in mind. He said friend and handyman and security. He said the next one he put up was Candy, which is a female. He said security. The other one he put up was Blackie. Keep that in mind. He said he's related to Rob and security. The next one he put up was Big John. He said security. And he said he recognized Big John from 1998 to 2007. The next one he put up was Joe Allen, which was the bus driver. The next one he put up was the one that Oko loved, which is Terry Allen, the other bus driver, the disgruntled bus driver. The next one he put up was Diana Copeland, the assistant. Then the other one he put up was Ian, which is the engineer. Then he put up Abel, which is the engineer. Then he put up Blake, which is the assistant engineer. Then they put up Roquan Salisbury, which is a runner from 2004 to 2008 or 7. Keep that in mind. From 2004 to 2008 or 7. The next one he put up was Nate, which is assistant engineer. Then he put up Anthony, which is the runner. Then he put up Jeff, which is the audio engineer. So the government showed a pic of the gym in Markham. He pretty much said, it's a mall, the guests, all that, and a female that came through, name was Alexis. And then he said Alexis was just one of the regular females that came through. And he left it at that. So then he said he took a break. His work tenure and fines working for Roberts vs. Kelly was crazy. You took a break and you quit because you said the fines working for Roberts vs. Kelly was crazy, which turns out to be a disgruntled driver. And he only gave one side of the story to make Robert look bad in court. So when he gave that side of the story, people was looking like, damn, Rob a monster. Rob it evil like that, this and this and this and this. But wait, it get better. Cross-examination time come. 4. Thomas. And when cross-examination time come, he purged himself on the Super Bowl dates. They asked him 3 times, are you sure the Super Bowl happened in 2006? He said, yeah, I'm sure. It was the Bears versus, I want to say somebody. It was the Bears versus somebody. But that Super Bowl happened, hey Mocha, but that Super Bowl happened in 2007, not 2006. So he purged himself on that. Let's put this over here. Then he purged himself again and given a detail of what happened. But he left out the fact that he was driving and the person that he hired, they both fell asleep behind the wheel and people could have got hurt. Colts versus Bears. Okay, thank you, J-Rock. That's what he lied about. So he purged himself on that. So he purged himself twice. Yo, get them likes up. Y'all gonna be here. Don't just sit in here watching. Like the joint. So we thought Jane Doe number 1. And we thought John Doe number 1 was going to testify today. The federal government got slick on us. And they put Stephanie on the stand. I told y'all gonna need a pen and piece of paper. Stephanie is Tiffany Hawkins. They use her middle name. Stephanie is Tiffany Hawkins. Now, check it. Right now, we sitting at lunch. Robert, right now, is 1-1 because we lost the motion to eliminate, but we got the success on Thomas Arnold, who purged himself twice. Now, I must say this. Everybody that the federal government brought up have purged themselves so far, ever since this trial started. And they have purged themselves more than once. So, I told y'all the R. Kelly knockout. So right now, we 1-1. Somebody put 1-1 in the chat. We 1-1. So this was the boring part of the morning. This was the juicy part of the morning, of the evening. So we 1-1. Somebody put 1-1. There we go. All right, cool. We 1-1. Here's where we go for the clean sweep. So now y'all know that Stephanie is Tiffany Hawkins. A lot of things happened, Tiffany. So let's go here. They asked her age. She said she's 39 years old. They asked her, when was she born? She said October the 16th, 1981. She said, where was she born at? She said Chi-Town, Chicago, Illinois. She said, what school she went to? Chicago something School of the Arts. She said she graduated. She says, so this the government asking now, and you're going to see when the cross-exam happened. So the government said, where did you meet Robert at? She said, Rock and Roll, Chicago. I don't know what that is. Hey, Primo, what's up, sis? But they said Rock and Roll, Chicago. She met Robert at Rock and Roll, Chicago. Right? But here's the cliffhanger. She met Robert with her boyfriend and their friends. So she was double dating. And then when she seen Robert, she claimed that somebody gave Robert's number to her and she took it and then told her boyfriend and the other two people that was with them, but she didn't use it. She threw it on the ground. That's what she said. And then she said, hold on, make sure. She said, and she met Robert when she was 16 years old. Here you go. And R. Kelly gave her the number. Listen, R. Kelly gave her the number in the summer of 1998. Now wait, she's 16 years old. R. Kelly gave her the number at the Rock and Roll McDonald's, right? But first, she testified that somebody gave her the number for R. Kelly. But today, she's saying R. Kelly gave it to her. So, the defense team watching, because the federal government ain't picking it up. At this time, Gloria Allred has made her entrance known that Stephanie Hawkins is her client. And she's cheering her client on as we watching. So, hold on. No, wait a minute. Hold on. There's 3? Okay, good. There's 3. All right, 3. I just gotta make sure. All right. So they asked her, do you remember Robert's number? She said, I don't remember the number. It was written down on a piece of paper and I threw the number away. Then she said, I met him again a year later at 17 years of age, the summer 1999. Make it make sense. Right, Prima? And she went on Surviving R. Kelly and said she was 15. But watch, it's all going to come out. And I guarantee you, y'all going to start dying laughing. So, she first met him when she was 16 in the paperwork in summer 1998. But in Surviving R. Kelly, she said she was 15. Now, in the paperwork here, she re-met him again summer 1999. Y'all go and hit that like button, man. It's 3:35 in y'all head. So, she said she worked for the people in Chicago. Y'all might know what I'm about to say. She said she worked at the coffee shop at the Bartesia in Chicago. She said she lived in Oak Park part-time at 17 years old, and she lived in the inner city with her friends part-time of Chicago. I'm not understanding how. She lived part-time in Oak Park with her parents, but then she lived part-time in the city with her friends. Not understand that. Then she said she heard that Robert's and she said she heard, I'm being truthful, transparent, what's going on in the courtroom. Please just look at the transcripts. Okay. Look, she said she heard Robert Sylvester Kelly was going to be at the Nike store somewhere on Michigan Avenue. I'm not from Chicago, so I don't know what's going on. Hold up, Prima. I'm going to get there. You about to die laughing. Trust me, I'm going to get there. You about to die laughing, Prima. So, she went to the Nike store to see if Robert remembered her on Michigan Ave. She also wanted to see if he can produce and hear her friends sing. She said Rob was coming out the store as she was going into the store. She got his attention. She walked him to his car. She was on the passenger seat on the passenger side of his car. Then she said, he loves to cuddle. And she said, okay, yes. So allegedly, Robert told her, I want you to come with me. I love to cuddle. And she said, yes. So then she said she went down to the studio. She told it with the federal government, she caught the bus to the studio. And then she said she had very low self-esteem. Okay. Now watch this. She called Robert dangerous. She called him dangerous, but she called his number before going to the studio every day. Let me see what else to say. Hold on. She said she was taken for granted, and she was brought upstairs by a worker to the second floor of the studio, where she sat in a room for long periods of time. She waited for 2 hours to be exact. Rob finally came and sat down next to her, and they talked. He put his head on her shoulder. This is what she said. He put his head on her shoulder, and they had sex that day. But Robert got up and left, and she said the sex was good. But she continued to see him for 6 months after that. And she said they seen each other about 6 to 8 times a month. And that's all they did was have sex. She said Rob wanted her to call him daddy. She said at 17 years old, that's all Rob was saying is, you need to call me daddy. I'm your daddy. Then she said Rob was controlling, and he put the fear of God in her. So they said, how was sex with Robert? This is the federal government now. How was sex with Robert? She said sex with Robert was humiliating. He would just fuck the shit out of me and nut in my face. This all she said in court. He would fuck the shit out of me and nut in my face. He put me in positions I never even knew about. Look, I just wanted basic sex. He had wild, obese stripper sex. Then she said he left me in the bed, and he told me to put my ass up and stay there until he came back. One time I stayed with my ass in the air for 8 hours. He came back and ejaculated on my face. This was so belittling to me. I was done after that. So then they asked her what was going on. Now, y'all gonna hear where the song I Admit come from. I'ma say a little part. When he said, bitch, I bought you a car. Bitch, you know who you are. I thought it was Lisa Van Allen. But listen to what she said. She said, my mom and my best friend came with me to go meet Robert. And Robert dissed my best friend and said she couldn't sing. They said, why did your mom go and why did Rob put y'all out? He said, because my mom found the ring that Robert bought me. It wasn't an engagement ring, but she said it was too much like right. Listen. Then she said she agreed to double back behind her mama and come have sex with Robert. But the only downfall was Robert wanted to videotape her while they was having sex. When she said that, everybody in the room that I was in was like, oh, here we go. We was expecting to see a tape today. It gets better. Tiffany Hawkins said, she's not making I said she's not making no eye contact with Robert. I wonder why. Now she's stumbling down her words. And she's really trying to protect somebody. And then she said she met, who is it? Boo and Goody. Or Boo and Goatee. I put, she's a snack negotiator. She's being very snappy. She's snapping on everybody. And then the other note I put, she traveled to Orlando, Florida to meet up with Robert for her 18th birthday. Boo and Gotti, okay, thanks. So she traveled to Orlando, Florida to meet up with Robert for her 18th birthday. I remember that. But on Surviving R. Kelly, she said it was just her that went by herself. So from that point, I was like, ooh, this is a sticky situation. I wonder how Robert gonna get out of this. I wonder what the defense attorneys got to combat this, because they coming hard with this. She came back and said Robert was with her, but he didn't brainwash her. And she loved being with him. And then she said she never spoke with Rob again after leaving Orlando. Well, cross-examine time come, and guess who she draw? Nicole Blank Betha. Listen. Cross-examination come today. And she draws Nicole Blank Becca. Oh boy. Here we go. Y'all heard what I said, right? She gets cross-examined and she draws Nicole Blank Becca. Let's get them likes up. I got 400 in the chat and only got 199 likes. Let's get them likes up. Come on, man. So, with that being said, let's go there. What did Nicole have in store? I'm going to say this. People talk about Nicole being a dog. But what Nicole did today in the courtroom was damn right slaughter. And I mean damn right slaughter. Here come the win. The first question Nicole said was, why do you have a lawyer? And I'm looking like, shit, if I'm going to go see the feds, I'm going to have a lawyer too. Well, Tiffany Hawkins said she don't have a lawyer. She have a consultant. So Nicole Blank Becker said, you got Gloria already here. Gloria sit back down quick. She said, you got Gloria already here. And Gloria already is with you. So we all know that Gloria already is coming for some money. She a civil lawyer. Well, Tiffany Hawkins said, the only reason why I hired Gloria Allred is to know how to navigate the system. Nicole started licking her chops, and at this time, she started walking around the whole part of their courtroom. That scared me, because normally when I see lawyers do that, all hell break loose. So Nicole said, you needed a lawyer to know how to navigate the system, but you hired another lawyer in and you hired Gloria Allred in 2019. And she said, so you couldn't call the police? You couldn't call nobody to navigate you, but you hired Gloria Allred, huh? So then she said, well, Gloria helped me. And she needed somebody to help her, to guide her to the right people. So Nicole got mad. And Nicole said, so you spoke with the government extensively today, yesterday, and the day before, right? Nicole Blank Becker did a damn good job. So she said, yes, I spoke with the federal government. And Nicole said, all right. Then she said, can you see Robert Sylvester Kelly in the court? She said, yeah, he's right there with the blue suit on. Now, mind you, everybody is like 6 feet away from each other except for the lawyers. And everybody that's of importance is around in a circle, and it's like one big circle. And the farthest person in that circle is like 10 meters away from you, right? So keep that in mind. And she asked, can you see Gloria Allred? Gloria Allred was all the way on the side. She said, yeah, I see it. She right over there. I said, okay. She said, the federal government people that you've been working with, can you see them? Hey, Corey, don't keep putting that in my chat, man. If you don't like what's going on, then, yo, don't come over here with it. And she said, can you see the federal government? And she said, primarily, the people that have been interviewing you and coaching you every day. She then said, nah, I can't see nobody. So Nicole said, you can't see nobody in the room? She said, nah, I can't see nobody. So Nicole said, but you can see Robert though, right? She said, yeah, I see Robert, but I don't see none of the federal government people. So Nicole said, how many people interviewed you? Was it 3? Was it 6? Was it 5? And she just said, I don't know. So then she said, you said, and Nicole said, Stephanie, you just told the federal government here that you caught the bus to the studio. And she said, yeah. Well, I didn't know until Nicole pulled it out. And Nicole said, well, you previously put on record that you drove to the studio. And she said, well, not all the time, just majority of the time. So Nicole said, okay. So Nicole said, you drove to go see Robert. And she said, yeah, but not all the time. Okay. So Nicole said, you chose to pick up the phone and go see him every time Robert called, right? And she said, yeah, because she said that she never called Robert. Robert always called her. So that's why Nicole asked her, you chose to pick up the phone and go see Robert every time he called. So then from that point, she said she felt humiliated and scared of Robert Kelly. But she had to go see him because she was always attracted to him. Then she said, well, if he put the fear of God in you, he must have beat on you or something. She said, Robert never physically hit me unless it was sexually. That's when he would smack my butt when he would hit it from the back. All right. So on here we go. But they asked her, have you ever seen Mr. Kelly harm anybody ever? She said no. So she said, you told the federal government that you went to the store and met Robert and that was it. And she said, yes, I did say that. So Nicole said, but you testified and said nothing about you going to Robert's car or being in the front seat or him making you give him head while somebody else was in the front seat. She got quiet. And she said, I don't remember. Then she said, now you can't remember anything. Okay. So how old are you again? She said 39. She said, well, didn't the government prep you yesterday and today? She said, they didn't prep me. We just had a conversation. And she said, a conversation for 7 hours? So then Nicole said, what's the most memorable thing that you remember? And she said, I only remember Robert locking me in the studio and not letting me out. I'm going to stop right there. Look, if y'all want to contribute, y'all can hit my Cash App, $official DanaJay, or hit the super chat. That's all I'm going to say about it. I'm not a Cash App. You know what I mean? I'm not the type to beat people in the head with it. So, but I'd rather get to the content and then let y'all do what y'all going to do. Okay? So, she said she only remember Robert locking her in a closet. I mean, in the studio. That's all she remembered. That's all she remembered. Okay? So they said, so if he hurt you, why didn't you report it? And she said, I didn't want to report it to the police department. Okay? So Nicole said, this is weird. Why would you keep having sex with somebody that you're scared of? Here go the fun part. She said, I did what I had to do for my friend to be heard by Robert. Talking about her friend that can sing. Here come the plot twist. Nicole said, so Robert just kept you locked in the studio, right? She said, no, I was always able to go home anytime I wanted to.